unsettled conditions with the promise of heavy showers forecast. Starting for the red, then the green. Mansell, Senna, Schumacher, Patrese. There's the green, and a Mansell with a good start, using that Williams traction control. A Lacey coming through from row 3. The Benetton's showing up early as well, but one of the McLarens has been left on the grid. It's Gerhard Berger. Gerhard Berger in trouble. He won't even get started in this Spa Grand Prix. Senna leading Mansell from Patrese. A Lacey ahead of Schumacher. Hakkinen showing up well. Mansell taking a peep at the inside of Senna as Schumacher comes alongside a Lacey. Mansell pushing Senna very hard indeed in these very early stages. Fair amount of rain about on that section of the track as the wind sweeps down the valley, and it's Mansell sweeping inside Senna. He takes first place. Senna is in second. Patrese third. Schumacher fourth. The rain starting to drizzle fairly heavily at that corner. La Source, Mansell away up the hill towards Eau Rouge. Senna eking out a bit of a gap between himself and Schumacher. Schumacher desperate not to lose touch as they hurtle away up the hill. It's the circuit at which he made his Grand Prix debut a year ago in the Jordan, but that race lasted no more than a couple of hundred yards. Into the pits, Nigel Mansell deciding that this race can't be continued as it is on slick tyres. He's going to change to wet. So too Jean Lacey. The rain really starts to come down. It's Schumacher who dives for the pits, and that means that Brundle is now up into third place behind Patrese and Senna. Schumacher slicks off, wets on those heavily treaded tyres. 7.15, good pit stop. Brundle and Senna still running out there on slick tyres. Mansell now chases after Riccardo Patrese, who, having spotted Mansell offline as a result of a Lacey's mishap, took second place from Mansell. Mansell retakes it from Patrese at the bus stop. Schumacher and Brundle in the wake of the Williams Renaults. Senna still out in front. He hasn't stopped at all. He's still running out there on slick tyres. Tremendous race being driven by this man, the outgoing world champion Ayrton Senna. Mansell sweeping round the out. Mansell through, and he's back in the lead of the Belgian Grand Prix at Spa. Senna in second place, and stealing a look in his mirrors as Patrese comes up, and Schumacher is also sensing his chance of moving past Patrese and Senna in one fell swoop. Mansell, Senna, Patrese, Schumacher, Brundle. That's the order as they head down the straight. Dip left, then right, climb uphill, and past Senna goes Riccardo Patrese, round the outside, going the long way round, but he's done it. Senna just holds off to give him the opportunity to get clear, and then concentrates on holding up Michael Schumacher. Patrese sets off after Nigel Mansell. Mansell, Williams Red 5 way out in front. Senna is going to lose a place to the Benetton soon, surely. Moves across, keeps the racing line. Schumacher wise enough to wait for his opportunity. It's not going to come there. Martin Brundle waits for Schumacher to make his move. Mika Hakkinen is running in sixth place in the first of the Lotus Fords. Senna, who's won here at Spa for the last 4 successive years, but he's not going to be lucky on this occasion. Surely can't match the Williams Renaults, but of course everything depends on how the weather shapes up. Schumacher now, yes they do. Senna into the pits. He will swap from dry tyres that he's run throughout this race so far. Schumacher is almost out as well as he goes hurtling over the curbs there and has to call in for a new set of tyres as well. Schumacher loses third place, and Martin Brundle moves up a notch. But Brundle too is running on wet tyres at the moment, and he will have to call in, which will surely mean that Michael Schumacher will have a chance of stealing a place. Ayrton Senna in big trouble, out on slick tyres again, and having set a very quick lap indeed, 2 minutes 5, suddenly finds his world in a complete spin. Nigel Mansell at the head of the field, and still running on wet tyres, and perhaps a question mark over the Williams-Renault tactics. Have they left it too late to call in Patrese and Mansell? Here comes Brundle, so both Benettons will have changed back to slicks once this pit stop is completed, and they will be in a position to challenge the Williams-Renaults for the lead. Brundle comes out, having stopped in third place. Schumacher goes through on the track to take over third. Brundle will resume in fourth. And Mansell and Patrese have yet to stop. Schumacher hurtling along and eating into the lead enjoyed by Williams-Renault. Mansell and Patrese. Patrese is the man who stops first. Patrese in for his second pit stop, changes back to slick tyres. The tyres they started on, the dry line is now quite pronounced all the way around the Spa circuit. Mansell remains out in front. He's got to come in next. But has the team left it too late? Can Schumacher, while Mansell is in the pits changing tyres, go through and lead a Grand Prix for the first time in his short career? Mansell back inside of the pits. Will he peel off here as Senna goes past Mika Hakkinen and takes fifth place? It's Mansell into the pits. This is a vital stop, a crucial stop. If Mansell wants to clinch the record of most numbers of Grand Prix wins in a season, eclipse Senna's record of 8 set a couple of years ago. If he's going to make it 9 for this season as far as he's concerned, he's now got to catch Michael Schumacher, because Schumacher has gone through and leads the Belgian Grand Prix at Spa. 23-year-old West German on his way to victory for the first time in his 18-race career. There he is from Kempen, just about 60 or 70 kilometres from here. He's going faster every lap, 158.416. That is a lap which compares with the mark set by Roberto Moreno a year ago, 155.161, also, of course, in a Benetton. Schumacher with Mansell about 5 seconds back from him at the moment. But Mansell starting to falter. The Williams-Renault just not sounding as healthy as it did right at the start of the race. A bit of a misfire developing, and Mansell appears to be losing power. Mansell resumed about 3 seconds behind Schumacher when he came out after his second pit stop, but he's lost a couple of seconds to the Benetton since then, and he's losing more time as the race wears on. It's Schumacher who must now sense that this race is in the bag. All he's got to do is keep going, barring mechanical disaster and his own impetuosity. He can actually clinch 10 points and his first Grand Prix win. All the trials and tribulations of Spa in the rain overcome. Schumacher wins at Spa. 18 Grand Prix appearances, and that's his first win. And what a convincing one. He's over 30 seconds ahead, but all the delight, the joy, the celebrations down there in the Benetton camp. Schumacher home, almost 37 seconds ahead of the world champion, Patrese in third.
Schumacher, your first ever Grand Prix win and a track where you made your debut just a year ago. How are you feeling now?
I really can't describe it. I mean, it's something crazy. But I really have to say, in the whole weekend, I felt that we quite good. And I don't know why, but when I was in the motorhome today, I thought I'm able to win this race, and that was unbelievable. And I have to say thank you to the team.
And into the record books because it's the first German driver to get a Grand Prix win since Jochen Mass back in 1975. So a proud moment for you in Germany.
Yeah, that's right. I think the German fans have waiting a long time for Formula One Grand Prix victory, and I really give this victory to the German fans, I have to say.
One incident where you ran wide and then you came into the pits for dry tyres. What happened there?
I just missed the apex a bit, turned in a bit too late and went a bit over the grass. Actually, I was happy that I didn't hit the barrier. But at that time I was behind Martin and I could see that his tyres were blistered, and it was a good situation for me, and immediately I decided to go in for tyre change.
Surely a big party tonight at Benetton.
Yeah, surely.